Greetings from the West Coast, where my wife and I have recently returned from the East Coast celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. Inspired by our various adventures, let me pose a question that's been riding with me ever since. In the tale of two bike rides, one in the oasis of Central Park in New York and the other on the rustic Cotton Valley Rail Trail in New Hampshire, which experience pedals to the front? Allow me to be your guide through this comparison, the storyteller of this biking quandary as we discern together which journey will cross the finish line first of being the best bike adventure. In Central Park, our experience kicked off to the soundtrack of New York's heartbeat, people chatting, traffic humming, honking. In contrast, New Hampshire greeted us with a whispering breeze, a quiet serenade to adventure. In New York, rental bikes, sturdy and personal, but a small price for a slice of the city's soul. Over in New Hampshire, we borrowed bikes from an old friend, each pedal stroke filled with the care of borrowed time. In this famous green lung of Manhattan, even the trees came from out of state, planted there to paint a stroke of green against the city's steel canvas. While in Wolfboro, the wilds of New Hampshire paint a different picture. It's where the colors of fall blaze in glory, untouched and untamed, as if celebrating freedom itself. The Big Apple brought strangers together, a medley of languages and laughter from all around the world. In New Hampshire, it was just us, our conversations as free as the paths we chose. Occasionally, we crossed paths with some locals. It was fun to hear the friendly banter of these hobbyists as they raced their wind-powered sailboats. Our guide in Central Park was a fountain of tales, boasting the park's countless cinematic cameos, like this bridge that hosted the snowball fight in Elf. In Wolfboro, we randomly learned from a local who taught us that the holly bush has male and female counterparts, that when existing within about 30 feet of each other, the female creates bright red berries, which were the branches he gathered to create sellable Christmas decorations. In New York, the spirit of John Lennon lingers like a poignant melody in the air. The stories around his residence and the tunes from buskers create a homage to his enduring legacy. While this musical phenomenon plucks the strings of our heart, the perfectly reflective lakes of Wolfboro create an optical phenomenon that captures our gaze, inviting the eye to marvel at the reflection that turns the world upside down, then right side up. The lakes serve as nature's own kaleidoscope, filleted in front of us where the vibrant hues of autumn are split open on the horizon. So what's the verdict? Which ride reigns supreme? New York or New Hampshire? Perhaps it's not about the destination or even the journey, but the company we keep. From the West Coast to the East Coast and every path in between, it's the journey of our relationships that matters most. Let's love the ones that we are with.